Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be giving you guys a winter storms outlook for 2024 to 2025, all about the winter storm tracks and some final notes that I want to go over. So let's get right into it. So another winter update, another fun winter video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. And just know this is mainly for entertainment, for something we could look forward to this upcoming winter, but there is some weather's analysis that's gone into this. So, starting out with our first scenario, our first possible winter storm track. So, I've set up this map, and this I kind of like to call the cross country. It basically starts way out west, kind of in this area, kind of comes off the coast of the Pacific Northwest and comes in. It swings down south and then swings west or east northeast ish. And so what it does, it brings a mix right around its whole little area. Okay, and this is kind of an interesting one. It could fluctuate. If it's even just a little more north, like up here, it could cause the I-95 right here, DC, Philly, Boston, New York, all rain. But if it comes down even more south of this main track, it could bring them all snow. Here I have it right in the middle, bringing like a mix to Washington, D.C. and Philly, and then snow to NYC and Boston. So it's just kind of a scenario where we could see some snow and a wintry breeze up over there. Meanwhile, the North Midwest and Chicago, Indianapolis, Columbus, all those populated areas, Des Moines, all see snow. While down here, this is one of the storm tracks where I think severe weather could really be a problem, especially kind of in this area, Atlanta, Birmingham, Nashville, possibly, etc. Given this main scenario. So take your look, soak it in, but I do think this will be a solid track for this winter. And of course, the lighter greens represent light rain or overall just rain. This purple represents mixing, and the blue represents snow. And at spots, heavier snow. But yeah, this is the track. We've seen it before, and I do think we'll see another return of this track, which I actually don't think we have seen in recent years, but at least last year we did see it, but the year before we didn't have many of these storms. But given we have a La Nina now, kind of Enzo neutral-ish, we're going to have a storm track, something like that. Even last year, yeah, even though it was El Nino, we still saw this track. So this is a track that will likely stick with us this winter. So scenario 2, our next system. This is kind of an inland cutter, okay? So we have a low down here kind of off the desert southwest, merging with the low coming off of Canada, okay? We've seen this before. Comes off and merges right in the central US. Then it tracks kind of to the north and east, and that way it brings rain for lots of the northeast and all the way down into the southeast and into Texas, while it brings mixing from Arizona all the way up into Missouri with snow, favoring the Midwestern states and north central U.S. right in here. Midwest, Chicago, Milwaukee, Green Bay, Minneapolis, etc. Detroit, Indianapolis, Columbus, etc. Cleveland areas too. Cleveland's close, it depends. Buffalo, New York, etc. Iowa City. So overall, just the Midwest would see a lot of snow with this storm, and this is going to be a prevalent track, and I'll show you why in my final notes. But we're gonna have a system that comes right around inland cuts, and we hate these inland cutters over here on the East Coast, but like Maine could be seeing rain, while all the way down here in New Mexico could be getting heavy snow. So this is an inland cutter, which we're gonna see a lot of this year, and it's something we're gonna have to get used to with our warming climate and these inland cutters and etc. So soak this one in. Lastly, scenario 3. This is our Clipper system, our Alberta Clipper classic system. We haven't seen this in recent years, but given we're gonna have almost an L neutral, I feel like this is L neutral. I meant Enzo neutral. Given Enzo neutral is something like this, and we're gonna have a weak La Nina, so it's gonna be something like that kind of. Because La Nina is like that. I feel like this is a very slept-on storm track, and I feel like Clippers are going to return this winter. Gonna have it diving through into the mid central U.S. and then heading back up into the north. Widespread, very light snow. Like, when I mean light snow, I mean could be more like 2 to 4 inches over here, and then 1 to 3 inches over here. Okay, it's gonna be very light totals, but enough to cause some disruptions. But this is a scenario I wanted to put on, as this is a very interesting one that will be causing snow for a lot of the northern tier, and these could adjust anywhere. Okay, they could come out more east and be more for the eastern US, or come out more west and just affect the north central and midwestern US. So Clippers are going to be slept on, so please keep in mind, I do think Clippers are going to be a very solid system that comes through. But this could, of course, change. So, soak this last track in. These are the main three I feel like are going to happen. Now, with this map, I'm also going to show you a possible another one. Nor'easter. Low forms in the Gulf, comes here and rides up the eastern seaboard. Okay, depending if it's more inland, could be a mix over here. If it's more inland, could be snow over here if it's more out here. So all depends, but I feel like a nor'easter track is possible this winter, bringing heavy snow along the eastern seaboard. But it's possible, but I feel like it won't be as prevalent this year. So, talking about our final notes, Clippers, inland cutting storms, cross-country storms, and even a couple nor'easters are all on the table. So, all of those scenarios we might see this winter, they all could happen. Now, I didn't include the nor'easter / Miller tracks like Miller A, Miller B, due to the decreased likelihood of those systems due to our pattern of La Nina. However, this will be monitored. So, La Nina, or weak La Nina, doesn't support the most nor'easters, but depending on how we adjust and change as we get closer to winter, this will have to be changed in the coming months or coming weeks. Now, I do favor inland cutters slightly more due to our patterns and other teleconnections, the way our world is setting up for our winter currently. So, we're likely going to have I think, a negative PDO, negative QBO, weak La Nina, and etc. The NAO might also be a little more positive this year. Now, given all of this analysis, I do think inland cutters are going to be more prevalent. Other people have been talking about it too, and I kind of do agree with them, especially with our recent pattern winters, how they've been playing out. I do think inland cutters are going to be more prevalent. That doesn't mean other systems aren't going to happen, but I feel like you will be experiencing more rain on the eastern US and more snow in the midwestern US this winter. Now, that being said, again, I still think several areas will still see snow, especially in the northern tiers, such as the Midwest, northeastern US, and northwestern US. And lastly, in the asterisks, entertainment and early thoughts. So purely for entertainment, purely for what I'm thinking earlier on, and what is possibly looking to happen with current analysis. So, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.